Good evening and thanks for joining us on 13 News at 6. I'm Derek Bain. We begin with a bit of a heartbreaking story out of Oregon tonight. The community mourning the loss of a beloved school district employee. Tonight, the district announcing the loss of Jill Beer, a staff member at Oregon Elementary School. It comes just a few days after Ogle County deputies were called to a body found at a home on Route 64 about 3 miles east of downtown Oregon. The superintendent taken to social media saying they're still working with police on the investigation, but right now the district is providing support for their students. 13 WREX's Bailey Bozen joins us now in studio after speaking with the elementary school today. Bailey, how are they navigating this loss during a tragic time?
Derek, the school shares they are trying to take it day by day following the news of Jill Beer's passing. Today, they remember the legacy Beer left behind.
At first, when you met her, she would come across as maybe quiet, but as you got to know her, she kind of had a quick wit to her, was always very warm and gentle with the kids, just the perfect type of personality you would want working in an elementary school.
Ryan Hewells, principal at Oregon Elementary School, shares that following Jill Beer's retirement at Kishwaukee College, she wanted to stay active, and dedicating her time to the kids in Oregon was the perfect fit for the last 10 years.
I was an avid lover of the outdoors, had all sorts of animals, a big fan of horses. When she wasn't working, she spent a lot of her time enjoying the outdoors.
When Beer didn't report to work on Friday, the school became alarmed.
After school, we had started to hear some rumblings, and then the sheriff unfortunately was able to confirm a few details yesterday. We spent a good portion of the evening calling staff to break the news to kind of prepare them for the days ahead.
Following news of the tragedy came a big response, with the school feeling beyond grateful.
We've had an outpouring of support from other schools and districts with counselors. Today we've got some therapy dogs just trying to kind of take it day by day and do what we can to support our people. I know our staff are going through quite a bit right now, so just to be embraced by the community, and we're getting calls by the hour of, hey, what can we do to help you? We're just really appreciative of all that's been thrown our way.
With Beer's impact shining through the lives she touched.
Biggest part of her legacy would be her kindness to others, and whatever role she was in, she always greeted kids or colleagues with a smile on her face, always willing to lend a helping hand, and I think that's kind of the outpouring that we're seeing, just the love that she shared with others. That's kind of resonating through as we remember her.
The school says they are focused on providing support for students with counselors and staff, helping students process their emotions. Back over to you, Derek.
All right, thanks a lot, Bailey. Over to another developing story we're following tonight. A man is in the hospital with serious injuries after a truck and motorcycle slammed into each other. The video you see on your screen caught just after 1:30 this afternoon near the intersection of West State and Tay Streets. That's just west of downtown Rockford, and police tell us one man was rushed to the hospital after the crash. They're still figuring out how it happened, so be sure to stay with us on air and online for more updates. Let's give you a live look now outside in downtown Rockford. We've cooled down a little bit today compared to yesterday, but didn't stop us from having another really nice day. Lots of blue sky and sunshine out there. A little bit of wind picking up as well. Storm Track 13 Chief Meteorologist Alex Kirchner joins us now. And Alex, little step down from yesterday, but what can we expect as we get into the evening here?
So, Derek, temperatures are going to continue to cool off rapidly after sunset. We've already dipped back down into the 40s under a partly cloudy sky. We'll get rid of some of that cloud cover later overnight, but look for things to be just a little on the brisk end as we go through the rest of this evening, especially compared to yesterday. So 40s for now, 30s to near freezing pretty quickly later this evening. So get out those extra layers, at least for spring levels, over the rest of this evening as things are cooling off fast behind the cold front that went through earlier on today. This might be one of the coolest days of the week, though, as temperatures rebound quickly. Already tomorrow, we're near 60, into the 60s and 70s later this week, and we get a lot of sunshine. So a warmth and sunshine combination is right back into the forecast as of tomorrow. By the time we get to Friday, though, plenty changing, especially with the wind picking up and a chance for some storms. I'll track those coming up in the forecast. For now, Derek, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Alex. And right now at 6, today marks 5 years since COVID-19 was officially declared a pandemic by the World Health Organization. This after they determined it to be an international public health emergency. Now, the state line was far from immune to the effects of COVID as healthcare professionals reminded 13 WREX's Emily McMinn today. Emily joins us live in studio. Emily, what What do those healthcare workers remember looking back on 2020?
Well, Derek, those healthcare workers say they remember just how quickly the virus spread as they soon had full ICUs and were forced to make several changes to create space and just remain healthy themselves. This, as they say, they were left to deal with the death of many people in the midst of that virus.
It's very sad. It's very sad. And, there were young people that were dying. Very sad, and we just do all that we can and did all we can to support not just the patients, but their families, the people that cared for them. And there were tears, there were true tears.
But just like most of us, that healthcare worker says it's hard to believe it's been half a decade since it reshaped life for everyone.
It is amazing that it's been 5 years. It really has. And, we still talk about COVID every day. We track it every day, the number of patients that are in the hospital with COVID and the people that are in the hospital sick with COVID, from COVID, I should say.
Over the course of the pandemic, over 1 million Americans have died as a result. Back over to you, Derek.
Yeah, somber reminder there, Emily. Thank you. Well, new tonight, the Department of Education preparing to make cuts to half of its staff. NBC News reports that 2,100 employees will receive termination notices and an opportunity to turn in government property and clean out desks tomorrow. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon said the layoffs reflect the department's commitment to efficiency. Around 3,000 people work in the Washington headquarters, with another 1,000 working in 10 regional offices. New tonight, another chapter in the ongoing tariff war. Right now, Canadian leaders backing down on an added charge to United States electricity imports. Ontario Premier Doug Ford said he agreed to suspend the 25% surcharge after speaking with the United States Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. This also comes after President Trump's new threat to hike steel and aluminum tariffs on the nation by 50%. Ford and Lutnick will meet Thursday to discuss renewing the U.S.-Mexico-Canada Free Trade Act. And tonight at 10, a 13 Investigates piece into the nearly 150 student workers at Beloit College who are unionizing. They're saying the work they put in does not match the pay. And aside from this, they're raising safety concerns and don't believe student leaders receive the correct training.
We want to see students' voices heard and respected is the overall goal. And the reality is that there are many students on campus who are fully supporting themselves in every aspect of the word. And it angers, saddens me, depresses me, all at the same time that students are having to feel this and deal with it.
Be sure to tune in tonight at 10. 13 WREX's Dylan Valencia investigating every corner of this story. We hear from multiple students and what Beloit College has to say. Some positive local news for any foodies out there watching tonight. Downtown Rockford welcomed in a new lunch option for the community. The Sandwich Spot is right on the corner of West State and Wyman Streets in Rockford. You can see they cut the ribbon today and can enjoy a view of downtown Rockford while you take a bite of a sandwich just like Mom used to make. You can expect fresh, delicious food that comes at an affordable price. And the shop's owner sharing where her love for cooking all began.
Just over time. I was a young mother, grew up with the kids, and you just had to learn how to cook to survive. So it just comes from the heart. I think it's a natural gift. I feel very blessed.
Yeah, that love ingredient always key. The Sandwich Spot open Monday through Friday from 10 to 4.